My god, it's beautiful. Walpurgis, finally. Hey, welcome back to more Limbus Company. I'm SlayerMathis, and last time we did a little bit of starting off Canto 5. And this time we will be moving along. What I did is I grabbed the settler supplies. That'll be my big purchase. Should be a decent bit that we'll be able to get. As well as there's a 10 pull for free from that. We'll also pop into here because I believe, yes, we do have, that's fine, don't worry about it. We'll grab Tears of the Tarnished Blood of Sinclair. Nice Vav Ego. And we get Zilu and Zhigang as a announced pair. We will not meet them for a long time. For Walpurgis, when you get a unique Walpurgis roll, it will show up as green. I'm going to take my time with this and go through each individually. Honestly, I'm okay with anything. All of the Walpurgis IDs are very good. All the ego are very good. All the everything is very good. And just 7 Ryoshu. Another Deca Extraction. And it looks like same thing here. I want to see what my first Walpurgis pull here is. I think I will do the event fight this episode. Possibly. Not 100% certain on that yet. I guess it kind of just depends on how quickly everything goes with this. Sync Otis is actually really good for a 2-star. And I mean, at least it's a little bit more, but three pulls and no unique Walpurgis anything. Whether it's the ego, I would prefer the IDs, but like I'm not gonna say no to the ego either. There's Vi Sinclair, Pekad Yisang. Pekad Yisang is also very good as a 2-star. And still nothing. Gotten not much luck so far with this. It's rather unfortunate. I should have accidentally somehow done standard traction. No, I think I'm just really unlucky with this right now. Make sure, yep. Now I've just gotten unlucky. Into our pull up to 50. Still a lot of generic stuff. I mean, we'll at least have the a lot of shards. So that'll be nice. Probably just have to remember to use shards at the end. LCSB Roche is not great. Alright, on to the Lunashi. Still nothing. Good lord, this is horrible luck. Into the 60 pulls with no Walpurgis. Like, there's quite a few Walpurgis stuff, too. Like, it's a big pool. Like, if we look at our probabilities, not even the announcers, but like, no, I didn't even realize that there was one of those, but like, you know, under 1%, like 0.65 for For that, we're getting... what do we got for... Like, I mean... it's more so the case that there's just a lot. Alright, well, at least we got a 3-star. Or is that an ego? That might be an ego. Still nothing Walpurgis, though. Again, there's a lot of Walpurgis, too. Which is just kind of the extra unfortunate. I might end up just going to the 200 roll. I'm not 100% certain on that yet. 7 Yisang is an ID. Kurakumo Ryoshu. I mean, I have way more experience with it than I want to. But I now have Red Eyes Penitence. Good lord, what is my fucking non-existent Walpurgis luck with this account? My main account is fine. I have everything but the magic... Well, everything but Magic Bullet, Regret Merceau... Both Magic Bullets. Regret Merceau, and... one more, I forget exactly what. Finally! Something Walpurgis. It's gonna be fucking announcer. Yeah, it'll show up as green when it is a Walpurgis. Which is just a nice little thing. I imagine the Arknights collab will probably do something a little similar where we'll have a different color as well. That looks ego-y. But Shidon, Middle Merceau, Dietri Roja. Fucking it, I knew it. Molar announcers. Called that it would be an announcer. Alright. What else we got? Just keep clearing through because, you know, you never know when you're gonna get a surprise. Mariachi Sinclair, W. Hong Lu. Another fucking announcer, really? Another goddamn announcer. Nut, fuck it. Spent too long getting nothing useful Walpurgis. This is impressively bad luck. Another fucking oh my god, W. Ryoshu's a real fun ID. Fucking 3 announcers. You're fucking kidding me. Alright. Please don't both be announcers, oh finally. Alright, we get Sword Sharpened with Tears Roja and Fang Hunt Honglu. Not bad. Oh, well, okay. Overall, very bad. 140 pulls and only 2 Walpurgis items. Oof. But we will take a look at Sword Sharpened with Tears. Wow, Roach is actually really good. We will use one of these ID modules. Nab this. Clack, clack. The child's footsteps alone exude a crushing sense of melancholy. Every step insidiously seems to convey these distracting thoughts and palpable dissatisfaction at the very hallways of the welfare team. This sensation becomes even more blatant more invasive when she passes the once familiar and frequented containment unit. Why wasn't I chosen? Why didn't you choose me? Conveys his resentful heart. Hey, Miss Rogen! Another busy day, huh? Miss Rogen? Hey, sorry, I was, thinking about something. You sure you're okay? I've been pulling a lot of all-nighters lately. I guess I really do look tired, huh? Yeah, the manager's been assigning me to so many containment units recently. Oh man, maybe you should talk to Mr. Hesed about this. I mean, it kind of doesn't make sense for them to be so neglectful of a welfare team member's employees' welfare, right? Given the Sephiroth, I'd have to answer to someone, you know? To help the manager decide which abnormality we get to work on. Well, that's true. I've got the opposite problem. Keep getting assigned the same abnormality over and over and over again. And it wasn't even that interesting. Most of the time she just doesn't say anything, just whines and moans. So I'm usually the one who has to talk. And whenever she did say something, it just never made any sense, you know? Saying stuff like she used to be, a knight. Oh, yeah, right! Are you headed to manage, 00173 again? No, ever since the abnormality gave me something, I don't know. The manager's not been assigning me to any management tasks. I'm not complaining, I've really been tired of late. I'm just hoping I'm not getting intentionally excluded from work. No swap schedules with me, then? Oh, I couldn't possibly. You're the team's model employee, Miss Rogen. I couldn't even dream of surviving your pack schedule. Oh, I was not good enough for that. Oh, sorry, I would love to sit here and talk, but I really gotta get going now, so... Yeah, then go. Good luck with your day, too! The child stares blankly at the employee's general direction as he slowly walks away. She wasn't looking at the employee. It's the thing floating above his head. A sigil. A gift from an abnormality. It's the blessing. The blessing of a proud knight bestowed upon those she promised to protect. The blessing can provide highly effective protection for the employees in battles against abnormalities or ordeals, but those are insignificant details for the child. All that matters is that she wasn't chosen. What's so better about him than her, anyway? Would he do better than her to deserve this? Her mind, captured by a sense of inferiority, spirals endlessly with question after question of this nature. So she glares at him like she's trying to bore a hole into him. This child was transferred from a different team to the welfare team when it first opened. The reasoning behind the manager's decision was clear. A new Evolve risk level abnormality had appeared, the Knight of Despair. To manage 00173, an employee of sufficient competency was needed. And she indeed was quite competent. It hasn't been a while since her employment began, and the sheer fact that she was still alive was proof enough of her value. Now she became the first employee to manage 00173. There were positives to this decision to pair them together. Abnormality's E was quite good, and it was rather easy abnormality for the child to handle. However, the downside was that the reason this child found it easy to handle this particularly reticent humanoid abnormality 00173 was that she felt free to share all of her thoughts with it. And that led to her developing the idea that they were kindred souls, that they were friends. Imagine being her, deprived of the blessing, the very token of that friendship. Imagine watching that very token be given to someone else entirely. Maybe she simply spent too much time in that ego gear, enough to have her senses corroded by that cold, depressing sensation. That would have been better than whatever this was. Because the child would never have to feel this sense of betrayal toward that abnormality. The manager's decision, however, was quite precisely made. The child, who was also quite exceptional, did not need the blessing. It was better given to a still fledgling employee to improve his chance of survival early on in his career, which is why he constantly assigned the child to a different abnormality to prevent her from getting the blessing. He knows. He already knows everything there is to know about this abnormality even before he assigns it to a containment unit. To continue on, that detail's not much of importance anyway. What matters is that there was no way for the manager to explain his thought process to the child. The other employee, much less competent than the child, ended up a cold, dead corpse in the merciless condition of this company. Been a while. And when the abnormality escaped, the hollow pride that she still sought to protect someone broken, it encountered an employee with an icy glare. Now, her old friend. Then comes some twist you can't even return my greeting. However, that boring old useless self-loathing over failing to protect that kid, isn't it? It's just what you are, it's what you do, after all. It's why you just choose me. I wouldn't have gone out like that kid did, not that pointlessly anyway. A wailing cry tears across this very space itself, a reply or an expression of wrath stung by her words. The floating blades soon gather around her. You're gonna scare me with your sharpened swords, huh? Fine. The child raises her own blade in preparation. The same blade as the one floating above the abnormality. Still, it hurts me deep inside that you did not choose me. But I realize I can't whip around forever. I'm busy as hell. Got plenty of employees I got to protect. A whole bunch of rookies just got hired, you know? Different players doing even worse. Miss Malkuth's about to snap from the crushing workload, apparently. I think she's been acting stranger and stranger as of late. You gotta get up there and help him. I don't have more time to waste messing around with you. The child bites her lower lip determined and assumes a fighting stance. I don't even have a smidge of pride left, but that doesn't stop the burden on my shoulders from growing, does it? I'm gonna live up to the responsibility at least. Let's go home. 0173. A child will probably survive this suppression effort. She'll succeed at it too. But her suffering will continue, and the sense of gloom will eat her alive. Her unusually high level of attunement with the ego gear makes her stronger, but allows for deeper corrosion. And the longer she wears it, the more resonant the abnormality's voice shall become in her head, torturing her. It is inevitable, but even still, she will work herself to the bone and fight to take the responsibility for the tasks that are given to her. Because that, in her mind, is the only way for her to be chosen, if such a thing even happens. Fitting, isn't she? Her distorted thoughts, they fit this cold corporation so well. Obviously the big hype was for Queen of Hatred Dawn, but fucking respectfully, Night of Despair Rojo looks fantastic. Also, I've gone back on my word. I will also grab the Target Extraction pack. Give me a moment. Alright, I should be able to gather up enough for the pity after eventually. I'm just gonna use this to find out what I all need. Fucking another announcer. I don't want announcers. I mean, it's nice that I have quite a few, but also, like, they're far and away the least important thing. And nothing. Alright. Not announcers. Oh, Jesus. Okay, that's a pretty good roll. Barber Otis. Okay. Barber Otis is probably one of the more I mean, sure. More fucking announcers. Okay, Lantern Dawn. Lantern Dawn is very silly. Well, know what we're getting from the pity when we get that. We'll for sure be able to grab pity. But that just saves on that. I'll wait to do my extraction stuff until until we need it. Until we've gotten all the rolls done. But let's go take a quick look at Sword Sharpened with Tears. It is probably, understandably so, a sinking ID. So, goodbye DHE Rhodia. I believe its big thing is the... Yeah, the big thing with both of the Walpurgis 6 IDs is they have different kits for if they're positive sanity or negative sanity. So, yeah. I have not used this yet, but, you know, whatever. When does it use Weathered Pride? Okay, so it's just if you're minus sanity. Cool. Yeah, we'll pop this right up to level 40. Why not? And then... Okay, Lantern Dawn, though it is a 2-star, it's actually really good, mainly because of Whirlwind Om Nom Nom. First of all, fantastic name. Second of all, okay, actually, well, okay, in general, Lantern just heals so much goddamn HP. Dawn has really good self-sustain, just like in general, and Lantern is one such thing for that. Not Fanghunt. Hook Office, Hong Lu, is bleed, but it's also very, very fast. Does extra damage based off of missing HP. I think also extra... I'm pretty sure it does extra damage based off of speed difference. But Hook Office goes very fast. Tears of Tarnished Blood is a lot of rupture. It's a very interesting one as well. It can eventually explode itself. But we are going to pop into the Walpurgis mission. For this, let's set a deployment order. We're gonna go sinking. So, grab Wild Hunt, grab Spice Bush, grab Diechi Merceau. I don't think we really have any other sinking. That's just kind of a problem. We don't have too much sinking in general. Grab Hierarch, I guess. Barber's real. Barber is a ton of bleed. The reason that it's a little bit misliked is because it does not have that much count. It really struggles with draining away count. As well as doing stuff a lot with the Blood Feast mechanic. And taking away from Manager Don Quixote, which is an incredibly good ID. I guess we'll grab that. We're not going to watch the story. I'm sure we'll be able to see it at some point. If not, look up a YouTube video for it, I guess. Now, I have done this fight before, but not in this. I did it in a mirror dungeon. But the Knight of Despair takes less damage from effects, basically. Target has sinking, does extra coin. Cold Black Tears do clash power down. Queen of Hatred will show up in a little bit. I think next turn. But model employee, wow. Not even given to Roja, but she gets the central team command, central, whatever. Oh, hold up. Actually, I believe that probably actually want to change things up. If I'm understanding correctly, then we want Roja on 2, actually. If I make my understandings. If hard gets unlocked, just from the start, like it's already unlocked, then I'll definitely do them with just whatever. That's fine. And then I'll definitely just do it with a support solo. That should be fine. Yep. There we go. That gives us extra pierce damage up, which is nice at least. Central Command Team Captain. Just read through that. It's a fucking lot. Fucking banger too. I'll eventually, actually learn these IDs. But I do not have the capability quite yet. That should be fine. God, again, it's very understandable and obvious why Queen of Hatred, Dawn, was the main hype. But again, just Knight of Despair Roja looks so good. Everything about the design just clicks, man. It's fantastic. some could say. Fuck, what even is the meme? Oh my god, I have forgore the meme. Honestly, quite incredible. There we go. This one's kind of elaborate, huh? Floating swords are so hard to parry. It's got such a long reach and so thick it's hard to see where it's at. As per Sinclair's words, the Azure abnormality fired another volley of thrusting swords in our direction. Just as we braced. Hey-ya! Rays of pink light coalesced before Sinclair, materializing before someone rushed onto the scene and parried away the flying swords. Her again? Leaping right into the action the moment the second warning goes off. Huh? You're... Sorry I'm late! Here comes the magical girl! In the name of love and justice, here comes the magical girl! Welcome aboard, Queen of Hatred. She actually has her own skill set. And this is not the only time that this happens. This happens a couple times. First starting off in Canto 7. Canto 8 also has a couple in there as well. This actually might have been a case where might have actually been a decent idea to grab a... yeah. Might have actually been a good idea to actually take one less person, so that Roja would get 2 skill slots. Oh well. That's fine. Did we just have us building up or sinking, but it still is not bad. Queen of Hatred right now is doing a bunch of Rupture. Positive Coin, Dawn does Rupture as well. Now again, if you remember the fight from Library, you'll know this. One certain one will have a status on it, which, if you beat that, it'll stab into her. So, you know, do your best to break those. Neutral, struggling. I believe in you. Actually, yeah, no, I believe in you. I'm still gonna want to clash with everything, but actually, we'll do that. I'll work on the pose now. That. There. Should be good? Yeah. Endless despair. We sure know a thing or two about that. We also know about lamenting and mourning. Nice. Pretty sure that killed it. Stab, stab, stab. Alright, thank you, Queen. Thank you, Queenie. Yeah, on my main account, I literally did not pull a single announcer. Meanwhile, on here, I have, what, like 5, I think? Surprisingly not, ow. With that many, with an animation like that, you expect that to do more than 10 damage. That stabs into her. Now we got this one that we gotta punch on through. Requiem is real nice. Sure. Yeah, that's fine. What's Queen doing? Oh, okay. She's starting to charge up a big old mega attack. Pop onto there, pop onto there. Sweet. do like Dimension Shredder, make sure we break that. And then... yeah, sure. Sword of a Forgotten Knight. Should have been able to kill that with just Wild Hunt. Ow. Yeah, we're good. Probably by the time I record the next episode, I'll try to at least learn. Ow, ow. Way to not dodge. I'll try to have actually like learned how to use Knight of Despair Roja. But ah well. I also will ideally have gotten to the pity. Ideally. Two stabs. Queenie's still working through. Grab that. Probably a favored on that with a normal attack is the best we're gonna get. Can we get... no, it's still neutral. Because it's a plus 14 coin. Kinda nutty. Maybe we get the kill here? Nice. No need for it even. Just keep bonking through. We're doing some... okay, I said we're doing decent damage. We're actually doing literally no damage because she's shielded. I believe it's every turn shield. Ooh. Ow. 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 Okay, actually not that bad. Should you use it this turn? Nope. One more turn. But we'll go all out on the damage. Just see how much we can do. Maybe if we Dullahan last turn, Lament, Mourn, Despair would have been better, but not really worth it for a fairly minor. And yeah, we should be good. Under 21. Cool. Not bad. Not bad at all. We can move on now, thank you. Yeah, not terribly difficult of a fight. But yeah. Grab that. Grab that. Yeah, I'll try to do all of the missions in the meantime, but also I do kind of want to just get to pity right now. We almost got all of hard, or all of the normal ones taken care of. Then if I were to assume correctly, yeah. So I probably just take a support and do it as solo. It's fine. Regardless, that will do it for this time. And next time we'll continue. Actually, nah, I will just get to pity right now. Give me a moment to get enough for what, like 4 rolls? 20 rolls. Yeah, enough for just 2. That'll be real quick. Alright, closest was they had one that's 3 deck extractions, so we're gonna just do that. See what we grab. Nothing. Alright. Dupe. And Queen of Hatred Dawn as well. Of course, right on the 200. Is there any that I really want? But not particularly. I don't know, maybe I'll grab some Roja. I have plenty of Roja. I'll save it up for as Thread, I guess. Sure. God damn it, another fucking... More fucking announcers! I don't want announcers! Talisman Sinclair used to be the entire Rupture meta until it got shot out back. As for how are we gonna spend these? Give me one. Okay, I didn't realize how far behind I was on them, but just because we have a lot of syncing with us, we are going to grab Lament Yisang. Yes, Lament Yisang. What was the one that, Wingbeat Ishmael was the other one I was missing on my main account. But with that, I'll do the Queen of Hatred Dawn. I'll get that up next time, as well as Solemn Lament to 3 probably. I'll figure out. But regardless, until then, see you guys later.